God's amazing grace for disciplining the mind. September 7th. In thine hand is power and might, and in thine hand it is to make great and to give strength to all. 1 Chronicles chapter 29 verse 12. The mind is so constituted that it must be occupied with either good or evil. If it takes a low level, it is generally because it is left to deal with commonplace subjects. Man has the power to regulate and control the workings of the mind and give direction to the current of his thoughts. But this requires greater effort than we can make in our own strength. We must stay our minds on God if we would have right thoughts and proper subjects for meditation. Few realize that it is a duty to exercise control over their thoughts and imaginations. It is difficult to keep the undisciplined mind fixed upon profitable subjects. But if the thoughts are not properly employed, religion cannot flourish in the soul. The mind must be preoccupied with sacred and eternal things, or it will cherish trifling and superficial thoughts. Both the intellectual and the moral powers must be disciplined, and they will strengthen and improve by exercise. To understand this matter aright, we must remember that our hearts are naturally depraved and we are unable of ourselves to pursue a right course. It is only by the grace of God, combined with the most earnest efforts on our part, that we can gain victory. The intellect, as well as the heart, must be consecrated to the service of God. He has claims upon all there is of us. Pleasure-seeking, frivolity, and mental and moral dissipation are flooding the world with their demoralizing influence. Every Christian should labor to press back the tide of evil and save our youth from the influences that would sweep them down to ruin. May God help us to press our way against the current. Without the power of God's grace and Spirit, we cannot reach the high standard He has placed before us. There is a divine excellence of character to which we are to attain, and in striving to meet the standard of heaven, divine incentives will urge us on. The mind will become balanced, and the restlessness of the soul will be banished in repose in Christ.